There. Okay.
Oh, well, welcome back, Kyle.
Thank
Yeah, it's good to have you again for another session. I know it's been a while.
Yeah.
So I'll just go through some disclaimers first.
Sure.
Just to remind you, this session will be recorded for training purposes.
Sure.
And yeah, I will be taking notes as well. But just so you know, I'm not being secretive about it, so
Sure.
you can actually, if at some point you feel like I'm doing something that's wrong or, whatever, I can show you what I've been writing.
Okay.
This is just my observation, so,
Okay.
I can be wrong in that.
Yep.
But it's not necessarily, I'm obviously trained in this field, so
Yeah.
I'm going to make educated opinions based on what you're telling me, okay?
Oh, yeah.
And also, this session, if it reaches a point which is quite, awkward for you, or, it gets really tense or whatever, we can pause.
Sure.
We can just pause for a moment, and
Sure.
then we can come back to it.
Yep.
Or whatever. So, you got your water here if you need to
Sure.
have a drink or whatever.
Yep.
So my phone's on airplane mode as well.
Of course.
I noticed your phone was dinging, so that's cool. That's okay. But yeah, my phone will be on airplane mode,
Sure.
so I won't be interrupted because this is your time.
Sure.
Unless, and with your permission, I'll have something to show you a bit later that might be relevant to this session, but that'll come a bit later. We'll see how this session goes first. Now, I must say as well that I am actually training in the field, so I'm not actually a fully, a full psychologist.
Yep.
However, I do train at one of the best universities for psychologists. So, and I have some pretty amazing supervisors as well. So it's a bit of a suck up for later. But anyway. So it doesn't disqualify me. I'm actually fully qualified to help you within this session. So, just from your last session, if I remember correctly, what was happening was you were having trouble with women, right?
Yep.
You were having trouble relating to women. You were sort of you were trying to date someone at one stage, and that didn't end up happening too well.
Yes.
So talk me through that.
Well,
Talk me through your life.
pretty much every time, oh my gosh. See, I have I'm going to have to think up how I was feeling before. I think half of it is just because I get a little bit, how do I say it? I get a bit kind of anxious around women, and I try to, and I'm just a bit scared of taking the next step, and then I kind of look back on it, and I think, oh my gosh, I should have done that. I'm a big old, what you call it, and then I start to bash myself up a bit, and then the process just happens over and over again. I meet someone, I kind of get feelings, and then I'm just too scared to take the next step, really.
And what is the next step?
See, asking them if they want to go on a date or
because of
catch
that
up,
fear
or
of rejection, right?
Of course, yes.
Yeah.
Kind of catch up, have a coffee, kind of get to know each other.
And just as friends, right?
Of course.
Not for any other.
This doesn't mean relationship wise either. Well, I mean, it doesn't sound, even though that's me plan in the end to have a relationship with them.
Okay. And do you think that women might might see that, like that you're trying too hard?
Well, see, I've got no idea what they see.
Yeah. I mean,
It's one of those things like
people are different. They're going to react.
and like my brain's the other thing because I don't know because through my entire life I've always had this kind of halt at the at that stage. Like I've never tried to go further, so I never know how it feels or what to do next. Like until I just suck it up and go forward. Like I'm not gonna know what it feels like.
Yeah. Because like from my observations from the last session,
Yep.
What actually it seemed to me like you were because you said you go to churches, right? Like you said you went to multiple churches,
Yep.
and like with the same goal in mind, like you wanted to sort of relate to people and do all that sort of thing, and that's awesome. I actually think that's great.
Of course, yeah.
You know, we're all relational beings as human beings. Like we're relational, so we crave that connection.
Yep.
Like even if we're introverted, we sort of crave that connection with other people. So
Yep.
I think with that, you know, that's really good. But
Okay.
then there's people who like maybe they want to try for something else. Like they want to try for a relationship and they just try a little too hard. Now, if it's all right, like I just want to give you an example. I won't name any names because it's not relevant. Okay. Like I know this one guy, for instance, who like I actually was going to invite to a party at one stage.
Of course.
But then other people flagged it with me that he tended to, you know, chat women up, and you know, he got like they just felt a bit awkward around him.
Okay.
Now, I'm not saying that about you. I'm not saying that you're a womanizer or anything like that. But what I'm saying is, like, I think if people notice that you have an agenda with your friendship, right? Like, because you know, unconditional love, right? It's literally that, right? If you want friendship, you just wanna have friendship with people,
Of course.
right? Now, fair enough. Like in your heart of hearts, like you want a relationship with someone, and that would be such a cool thing.
Of course.
If you could get there. But you know, it's just if you're not friends with someone first, and you don't have that mutual trust down pat, right? Like when you become friends with someone, you have that mutual trust. There.
Yeah.
But if you're just going straight to relationship, you know, and cut out that middleman, right, so to speak, you know, where's that foundation to begin with?
I have kind of learned that over the trial and error over the last couple of years.
Okay.
I know that, and I have seen through like of course, if you have a close friend, use and talk to each other about pretty much everything, and I've been able to see that with my friends who are dating people who they were friends with first, that has worked a lot better than if they just say they go on some site like say Tinder or something. They meet some random person and they start dating. Well, there's no kind of backbone or background to it. And that's the other thing which see, I kind of know that as well, and I know that what am I trying to say? I know that it's going to be better if I kind of if I kind of know them for a couple of years first,
Yeah, exactly.
as friends and stuff.
Like, how often do people just want to go straight to it, right?
That's it. Yeah.
They just want to go straight to a relationship. It's like,
Yeah.
feelings, and that's
Yeah.
great. But then it ends up being a bit crap, really, because
Yeah, that's it.
you know, it's all about that agenda to get there, and then
Yes.
say even if they do get there, right? Even if they do get there,
Yeah.
once they get there, then what? You know,
Well,
it's just
yeah,
like,
it is.
you know, if I can be just frank on the camera right now, like there are
course.
some people are fuck buddies. You know, they just
True.
wanna be down to
True.
do that thing, right?
True.
And then once they do that, then what? They're just like, oh, I'm bored with you now. I'm gonna move on
I'm
to the
bored. I'm
next
gonna.
person.
Yeah. And then.
And I don't think
yeah,
you're that person, by the way. Like, I'm just using those as
course,
examples.
yeah.
But what I'm saying is, like, other people might see that,
Right. Okay.
you know, and if they see that, then they might be a bit turned off because they see an agenda.
Yes.
They see an agenda there, and they don't necessarily see you for who you are and
Yeah.
your beautiful soul. You know, it's just like, you know,
Yeah,
it's like
yeah.
they don't see your